Hello, my loves. Welcome back to the bonus episode of the Give Them Lala podcast with Tom Schwartz.
Got the shades on.
Are you trying to make me feel better?
Well, we were talking about, like, I like wearing sunglasses inside and at night. I don't think I'm cool. I'm not trying to be incognito, but it just makes me feel good. I feel invincible. They say eyes are the window to the soul. I don't want you seeing my soul.
Right?
Well, you always said it was like the kid on Big Daddy where he wears the sunglasses. Invisible. Yeah. And now I always think of that.
Nobody can see you and nobody can hurt you when you have your sunglasses on.
That's why I go with the colored, because it's like I have the layer of protection, but like you can't judge me. Like I don't think that I'm out here being Drake.
Yeah.
So I have questions for you. People wrote in.
Oh.
Sam K said, do you think if you weren't on the show, you and Katie would be happily married?
Wow. That's a good question, Sam K. I think we still would have gotten a divorce. It was very amicable, but it just had the romance had fizzled out. We're still good friends, and I still love Katie and support her. I'm so happy to see her freaking happy.
Yeah.
She's, but I think we would have, it might have taken a few more years, but I think we would have still gotten divorced.
Okay, so you just feel like the show maybe expedited something that was going to happen anyway.
I don't think I can't blame the show. I got to take accountability for myself. I was just kind of a mediocre husband at the end, you know? There was always still undercurrent of love and respect, but we just became friends, you know? We friend-zoned each other.
I mean, just from an outside perspective, I don't think the show had anything to do.
Yeah, no, I can't blame the show. Yeah, and the show was just following our lives, and it's like I kind of describe it as when people ask me about what it was like doing reality TV. It's kind of like just going to therapy in front of millions of people, right? I
always felt like it was very therapeutic as well because it kind of forced me to, like in real life, I pick my battles. And in real life, if someone has done something or I've done something where I don't want to be around them, I say I'm going to not participate in this social gathering because I'm not ready. When you're filming a show, it forces you to face conflict and resolve it.
Yes.
Or not. But I feel like if there would have been one more season, in my mind, I like to think that things would have been resolved.
I think so, too. I think it would have been a lighthearted, fun, little truncated season.
Or maybe I just dug too deep of a hole.
I don't know.
Well,
Were
we'll
you
never
the
know.
person that kind of canceled it?
I think that some people have placed blame on me for kind of putting the nail in the show, but I think that that's unfair to say.
I don't think that you could say one person ended Vanderpump Rules with something. So
No,
I disagree.
We were an ensemble cast that was no longer ensemble.
That was the only I only asked that because that was the first time I've heard that.
Yeah. Do you want kids? We talked about this on the regular episode. You do want kids. Do you want multiple? Would you be happy with just one?
I feel like 2 would be perfect.
Yeah.
Maybe twinsies, knock them both out at once.
I love that.
Dream scenario. Not triplets, though. Runs in my family.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh,
but doesn't it skip a generation?
I think it does.
So your kids may have, right?
My kids. Yeah.
Your kids.
I like the sound of that. My kids. Am I going to have grandkids someday?
I very much see you as a parent.
Thank you.
Do you have a preference? I know, like, we all just want healthy kids, but would you have a preference?
No. Whatever.
Boy, girl, doesn't
whatever
matter.
Pops out, I'll be so happy with.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you believe in God?
I do.
Okay. I'm always like, whatever God intends me to have is what we'll have.
Yeah, I'm on board with that, too.
Although dealing with Ocean makes me never want a boy because she is such dude energy.
Yeah,
I told you this, that I'm like,
that.
oh my God.
Yeah.
But again, God's will. Golden XX Lolita, would you ever date Lala or vice versa? I always saw chemistry between y'all. Can I tell you, Schwartzy, we got this so much season 11.
We did.
And I didn't realize it because I avoid the comment section, but it was every time I went on a podcast or anything like that, people always said that.
Yeah.
We talked about it. I feel like I would be way too high-strung and intense for you.
You would remember these were your words. You would chew me up. No, I think you said I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
Really?
I'm just kidding. You didn't.
You eat mediocre pieces of shit like him for breakfast.
You would chew me
I
up
would
and
never date that mediocre shit stain.
Wow, you guys just really salting the wound over here.
But I did say, I think it was on Amazon Live, where I was like, if Schwartz liked to go out a little bit or a lot a bit less, and I liked to go out a lot a bit more, who knows?
I love staying in, by the way. It's fine. There's nothing I enjoy more in this world than staying in cocooning. I love being in my bed, cozy.
You've got a good setup happening at that apartment.
Bedroom? I have to say, your bedroom is so cozy.
It's so fucking cozy. The best sunrises ever, too.
How many plants do you have in that place now?
I think I have
Lost count.
17. I just got 2 beautiful birds of paradise. They're like 8, 9 feet tall. They're gorgeous. I built a studio and I never used my studio. That's why I delayed my podcast for like months. I was like, I want my studio to be perfect, and now I never.
And then you
use
just go, you do it remotely and go to people's houses. That's wild. You spent all that time doing it.
I was obsessed, and I love it. I go in, I peek in there 4 times a day, and I'm like, good job, Tom. Really, I love it. It's so good.
Good job.
It's like I'm the first
kills
podcast ever with real plants in the room.
That's amazing.
That is.
And you know what?
A lot of oxygen in there.
You pick great plants because my money tree is thriving.
Is it working?
It's grown a couple dollars.
I think it's working. My bills are paid and all the things, and I have a fun, happy life. So
Love that Amazon money. I've been there.
Yeah. I think it's the money tree. It just makes money fall in your lap. All right, you guys, listen up because this is pretty major. Joy Women's Wellness invited my mom and me to get our blood labs done, and let me just say, my mind is blown. Like, have you ever felt like you go to the doctor and you tell them that something is off, but they just kind of like brush it off? Yeah, same. Joy tests for dozens of biomarkers I didn't even know existed, and then we had this amazing telehealth session where a clinician broke down everything. Like, I found out my biological age, and let's just say, it was a bit of a wake-up call. They gave us an actual plan tailored to our needs. My mom and I walked away with answers and also hope. Since starting my plan, the brain fog, gone. My mood is better. My energy is up. I go to dinner, you guys, past 7:30. My mind is blown. And yes, I am ready for some action too, if you know what I mean. Whether you're in menopause, perimenopause, or just not feeling like yourself, Joy is a game changer. You deserve to feel amazing. We all do. So go to joyandblokes.com/Lala. That's JOI and blokes.com/Lala to get 50% off all labs right now. Restrictions apply. All medical services are provided by independent third-party providers contracted by Joy. Maddie12334, what's your favorite reality show you've been on? Love seeing my boy on my fave shows.
I have a really tight bond with Kyle and the Summer House crew, Carl, the whole gang, and I really liked it. I like that cast so much. I don't really think of them as a cast. I think of them as friends, but it's not like we're besties. But I feel very at home over there.
Yeah, it feels easy.
Yeah, easy. Although every time I've been down there doing Summer House, I've been going through like a cataclysmic moment in my life. Do you know what I mean? The first time I had ass problems. Let's just say that. It was a nightmare.
Like an anus?
No,
like
it was like
butthole?
Anus adjacent.
Okay.
It was I forget the name of it, but it was very unpleasant.
You shit your muscles out or something?
No, I forgot what it was called, but it was like I had to go to the hospital and get it drained. It was so painful.
Oh shit!
That was the first time I ever tried.
Wait, like an adrenal gland situation?
Yeah. It was so bad. That was the first time that they gave me morphine. I was like, I need morphine for this. They're like, yeah, it's gonna hurt. Shooting needles all near my balls. Yeah, it was scary.
Schwartz.
And then the second time I was secretly divorced. I did Winter House cameo.
Is that still on Winter House?
No, it's on pause. Shout out to the Winter House family.
Okay, so you would say that that was your most favorite, Summer House.
I really, really enjoyed going and popping in on Summer House every once in a while.
Would you stay for a weekend?
I think after like 2 or 3 days, I'm ready to go be with my pups, Gordo and Butters. Do you guys like Summer House? This season's so good.
I'm not caught up on this season. The first time I ever watched Summer House was last season. And I actually really enjoyed it because the dynamics, it was like you said, like lightning in a bottle. Yeah. where they were such organic friendships. And that's kind of how I feel with Southern Charm too. Like I really enjoy watching Southern Charm.
It's so good. Everyone has great it factors. They have star quality.
Yeah.
Even if you don't see it when you watch the show, when you meet them in person, you're like, oh yeah, I see. They're so charming.
They are.
Very charming and fun.
That's why it's called Southern Charm.
Yeah. Hey.
Can_Silves. When you going to take matters in your own hands and do a VP new season yourself?
Fuck,
I don't think anybody wants
it
that.
up.
You know what, though? There are moments
Throw it on
where
YouTube.
I can't say much, but when phone calls start happening, I'm going to speak in code. Phone calls start happening and questions are asked, and you're like, well, why don't we just do this? And then the person on the other end of the line is like, I'll talk about it in our meeting. We're taking everything into account. I'm like trying to give without
I see where you're going.
How does your brother like LA?
He loves it.
Is he digging it?
He's 38. He's having like a rebirth. He's just he's so happy to be here. He's got like his glow back. You know what I mean? He was robbed of that from his addiction for so long. So it's nice to see him just smiling and lighthearted.
Were you worried about him moving out here after that whole situation?
No, I mean he's passed every test. He knows he can never drink again. You know.
So how do you handle that when you guys go out?
He just has zero temptation to ever drink again.
Really?
Yeah, zero temptation.
It really shook him to his core.
No, he should have died. They told him he was going to die, and he was stamped hospice. He was supposed to go live out the rest of his life at a hospice center in Florida.
Oh my God!
And I was like, hell no. And we had fought tooth and nail. Shout out to Dr. Baber if he ever hears this, because he was like heaven sent guardian angel. He just believed in my brother, and he got him into Ochsner and in New Orleans, which saved his life. Wow. And he has like a universal blood type too, so he's like every liver that came in, he was eligible for almost.
So what is that, O or something?
I
think O is the one. I know my blood type because obviously I've had children, but the way I remember it is it's A positive, and I'm like, okay, what I never got in school, A plus. You know?
I remember what the question was now.
How does your brother like LA?
Oh, he loves it.
Is he living with you?
Yeah, he's staying with me for like 3 months. I'm gonna help him get an apartment, help him get a job, help him get acclimated.
Is this Bert?
Yeah, shout out to Bert.
And then your other brother, what's his name again?
Brandon and William. They're both back in Florida.
They're both back in Florida.
Yeah, they're chilling.
Like, I have to imagine that once one of the triplets leaves, like, was that hard for them?
Yeah, they have like a special form of communication. Like twins and triplets always have like this ESP type of thing with each other, you know? So yeah, they broke the band up, but I think they're all at points in their lives where they're okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I remember moving from Salt Lake to LA and feeling like, wow, this is like such a big city. Like, am I going to be able to... Honestly, the reason I think I was able to stay was because I was drinking and living in my own...
world.
Delulu land.
Delulu is the Salulu.
But he has you, and I feel like that kind of changes everything.
I'm helping him, I got his back.
Does he go out with you when you go out?
He does. And I never have to worry about him drinking. I just trust him with all of my soul. I really do. He's passed every test with flying colors.
Well, I want to go out with him.
Yeah, he's so fun.
We should go to Chili's.
Hell yeah. We're really on Chili's, aren't we?
You know that feeling when summer hits and you're like, okay, I need to burn my entire closet and I'm going to start from scratch. Yes, I get it. Same. But I'm done wasting money on trendy stuff I'll only wear once. That's why I'm obsessed with Quince. They sent me this white cashmere tee and the cropped square neck rib tank in white. And you guys, these pieces are everything. The cashmere tee is so buttery soft. It feels so expensive and somehow still breathable in this heat. And that little rib tank, it's so cute with literally everything. I've worn both out to lunch, to school events, and just hanging at home in jeans and sneakers. Quince is the best kept secret in fashion. They work directly with top artisans and skip the middlemen, so you get luxury without the markup. You can get gorgeous linen shorts, Italian leather sandals, luxe swimwear, all for like half the price of other brands. Give your summer closet an upgrade with Quince. Go to quince.com/Lala for free shipping and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/Lala to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Lala.
Maggie, period, Monroy 1. Is there a scene or moment in VPR you are most proud of?
Probably my wedding. Me and Katie's wedding. I'm really proud of that.
Wait, tell me more.
It was so fun, man. It's as you get older, it's so rare to get all of your friends in one area. It's a destination wedding, you know. There was just so much love, positive vibes. Everything went perfectly smooth, and it was just really, really. It was romantic. I think it was a beautiful wedding.
Klutz and a half 101. How does he feel about Ariana saying he gets too many passes from LVP on Watch What Happens Live? Take both of them out of it. Do you feel like you get a lot of passes? Like when you look at your behavior in the past, do you feel like people have given you a lot of passes?
Yeah. Lisa is a ball buster, though. She always holds me accountable. Like, she's the first person to give me constructive criticism. But she's been a good mentor. I don't want to say anything bad about Lisa. She's a legend. I wish she'd go back on Housewives. I'd love to see her on Housewives.
I know, you and me both.
I just watched. Did you watch last season?
Of course. I watch every season.
Yeah, it's so good.
I'm obsessed.
I never watched a full season before from beginning to end, and I did.
It was great.
So good, yeah.
I also think that the biggest person in the mix of your behavior affecting them was probably Katie. And not saying that her behavior didn't affect you. Like, as I've come to realize in my sobriety journey and having to take accountability for my part in things, you know, it always takes two people to have something kind of fall apart. Whether that's a 50-50, I don't think so. I think sometimes people contribute a little bit more.
It ebbed and flowed.
But I feel like Katie, has really given you grace while also holding you accountable. And I think it's huge that you guys can still maintain I would say a pretty healthy friendship.
Yeah. Oh, man, I've got nothing but love and respect for her.
How does the dog situation go? Do you guys still switch the dogs off?
No, I just keep them.
Yeah.
And we discussed this, and she can come see them anytime she wants. She wants to take them for a week or a month or whatever. But I was always kind of the primary caretaker. But we love them equally, of course.
Yeah.
But she just thought it'd be better if they stay with me, and I'm so okay with that. They're my best friends.
Well, Schwartz, if I'm going to have you be my next sperm donor, I'm primary caretaker, and you will only be allowed to pop in.
That's fine.
All right, that's
We'll
fine.
talk.
We'll discuss. All right. Mrs. _ Linares 623. What do you do for work now? I only chose this question because of what we talked about on the regular episode when people are like, they're all looking for jobs now.
Well, I guess I am kind of a bit of a Bravo whore. I do a lot of cameos on shows and stuff. But I love my podcast. It's very fulfilling right now. It's my favorite thing that I'm doing.
I think that's great.
It's been so rewarding. And I have a few ideas for shows that I would like to create and produce, but I don't really want to talk about them.
No, don't talk about them because then you'll give the idea to someone else.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to stay I would like to listen. If Bravo will have me, I'm always game to be on Bravo. If they'll have me on anything, I'm down. I love the Bravo family.
Are you doing BravoCon 2025?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did a promo together.
I know we did.
It was fun. She was throwing the shade.
Yeah.
You were?
Honestly, so Schwartzy and I did this promo together with a bunch of other Bravo celebrities. But I had no idea that Chatsworth, California, Los Angeles County is like the capital of like porn filming.
Yeah. That house
in
was
the United States.
Awesome, iconic house. That was such a good shoot day.
I
we
had
stayed
the
in like
best
sex dungeon.
time.
Yeah, there was a green room, there was a red room, a pink room.
Yep.
They had like the carpeted bathrooms. It was super. I loved that house. It's sexy, mid-century modern.
They had like door handles that were giant penises.
Yeah.
And then they had a giant, like, those bushes that they trim to, like, make into animals and
Naked
shit like
women?
that. No, a giant dick. I took a picture with it because I was like, I've never seen one this big.
Yeah, there's butt plugs casually just laying around on the tables and stuff. But they did a really tasteful job curating that place.
They really did.
They committed to the bit.
They committed to the bit. I'm excited that we're doing BravoCon. I also think the podcast is a good move for you because do you do video yet?
No, but I have all the equipment. I just been procrastinating.
Yeah. You've got a good face.
It's all right.
And you've got a nice voice to listen to.
Thanks, La. That might be the sweetest thing you ever said to me.
You're very welcome.
Wow.
And I also think you give a shit
I do.
about the product that comes out.
I love it. And I'm always like, if I'm enjoying it, then the audience will enjoy it too. I hope. But
I think the audience does enjoy it because there were a lot of people. It wasn't a question, but a lot of people wrote in that they love your podcast.
Really?
So I think that's important to tell you.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I feel like
Look
a proud
at you
papa.
go.
Thanks.
So we know you're not going to be in the bar industry anytime soon, but we're welcoming Bravo.
I got one more bar in me.
Well, that's changed quickly in the last 30 seconds.
I know. I got one more. I just won't have anything to do with me as a host. Maybe I'll be an investor or help curate the.
Like run it from behind the scenes.
And that space was
investor.
ginormous.
It was
Schwartz.
too big, yeah.
It was massive, a large undertaking. Do you think you would go the route of like the sandwich shop that the girls did, where it's less of like you have to go through all of the shit to get like a full bar menu, right? Like if you just did beer and wine, it's a lot less.
I just want to open a cool dive lounge.
With
like
the money
appetizers.
You got the cigarette dispenser. I want a jukebox. I want
the places that give you shots in like the plastic little cups that you get from like the fucking doctor if you need water.
I want erotic photo hunt, which is my favorite game ever.
Yeah.
You know that one?
Yes, you should do this.
I know. I found one on eBay for $2,000. I want to put it in Jax's bar, whatever they're doing with that place. I don't know what they're doing. But anyways, I got one bar left in me.
Okay. Well, I love that. I love that your mind has changed so quickly.
Yeah.
Snowballs with 2 Z's. Do you find your peacemaker qualities as a weakness or as a strength?
Definitely a strength. Watching back, I don't know. I think that's a good thing. I have a lot of love to give. I want to see people win. I don't really get walked all over. I'm doing less people pleasing these days.
Yeah, but I think being a peacemaker, when it comes to reality TV, you have to have someone who's going to calm situations down. Watching super, super dark television is just not where it's at, and I have zero interest. Like, I need something to lighten the mood.
Yeah.
That's me.
That is you.
You're like the way less rich version of Kathy Hilton. And you've got a very
She's rich.
big vocabulary.
I love Kathy Hilton, by the way.
Yeah.
She's so fun to watch.
Right?
Yeah.
Shell BW6, does Tom regret opening a restaurant with Sandival, considering how it all went?
Listen, hindsight's 50-50. We made a lot of mistakes. You know, it was almost like a comedy of errors. But I guess we had to learn a very expensive lesson. I just would never put my name on the side of a building again. Ever.
Really? So even if you were to open a bar, it would be named something that's not really associated
with you? Yes, I would never put my name on a bar again. It's just too much pressure to be there all of the time. I don't want to spend my every waking moment in a bar. It's not fulfilling to me. You come home late, drink too much. It's not conducive to like a healthy lifestyle.
Do you feel that way about Tom Tom?
No, I honestly, I host brunches there, and I love that. I'm a day drinker. I like drinking in the day and hanging out.
I loved day drinking and then getting home and having enough time to recover. So when you went to bed, you weren't like feeling
like you could go home and like eat something to get you back to normal with a hot shower.
But no more. I'm on hiatus with the bar or restaurant industry.
I don't blame you. Last question, Lauren Shaddix, fuck, marry, kill, Lala, Scheana, Rachel.
I hate fuck, marry, kill.
Fucking do it.
Well, I guess
we'll kill Rachel.
Well, Rachel's she's so peaceful now.
Yeah, she like does bowl ceremonies, like sound baths.
I guess I would.
Oh,
don't get so hung up on the fuck, marry, kill.
I guess I will.
It's just like greatest till, and I don't get offended.
I'll marry you, Lala.
All right, that's fine.
And I guess we can fuck too. And
once you get married, the fucking stops. We all know this. So you're gonna be fucking Scheana.
Oh, there's Scheana too.
Are we killing Rachel?
I don't want to kill Rachel, but I guess I have to.
All right, send her to an island. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna banish her to an island.
Okay,
and then I'm gonna fucking marry Scheana and Lala.
I would fuck Scheana.
We'll alternate.
She's
weeks.
By the way, she's never looked
Bra.
better. She did this like facial to her face. obviously, facial. She's never looked better, and I've heard she's kinky as fuck. So you made a nice choice. I'm a square in all aspects, so I would probably be the wife.
Just a starfish.
The dead fish.
Exactly.
We loved a good dead fish, didn't we, Tom?
Thank you, Tom Schwartz, for joining us on the Boner episode. You guys, thank you for listening. I will catch you guys on Wednesday and again next week. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Did I get all 3? I'm getting really good at that.